everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another reading vlog. I am very proud of myself. This is my second reading vlog that I am filming. I've already uploaded my KOBO unboxing and a reading vlog with that, and I'm gonna do another reading vlog. So I've been doing really good with filming and I have been actually devouring books. So let me get into the books that I have been reading. So I think in my last reading vlog, I finished Icebreaker. Wow. Okay. I finished Icebreaker. Okay. It's like if I don't, maybe if I hold my breath, she won't cry. Both girls are in bed. And I just heard my toddler whimper a little bit on the monitor, but I think she's okay. Fingers crossed. She had a really bad night last night, so hopefully she has a better night tonight. But yeah, it's in the evening. It's like 9 o'clock and both girls are in bed, so fingers crossed. Anyways, so yeah, I had finished Icebreaker and then I think I started reading Dead of Winter by Rebecca Zanetti. There we go, if it focuses. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't realize it is the first of a series, and I think maybe the second, and I didn't also realize this book had just recently been released. I read it on the KOBO Plus. I did the free KOBO Plus, which I ended up not renewing, and I really enjoyed it. I think I give it like a 4 out of 5 stars. I loved her writing style. It's very similar to Nora Roberts. I believe book 2, which is coming out in September of this year, is going to be Thought of Spring. It is following the other brothers, Christian, of the 4 Osprey brothers. I definitely am gonna wanna read that one. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's very similar to Nora Roberts. So I was trying to find some more like standalone-ish. It's okay if it's part of a series, but I don't want it to be like a fantasy series. So one of them was Whiteout by Adriana Anders, and that's what, that's what I am currently reading right now. I am 76% of the way done, and actually, it expires in 2 days. I like the plot a lot. It's kind of a dual perspective, and we're following Ford Cooper, or he goes by Coop, and then Angel Smith, and she is a chef, and he is a glaciologist, not a geologist. Glaciologist. So he studies like glaciers and ice, and they're in Antarctica, and then there's a series of murders that happen and they basically get stranded in Antarctica, and it's a lot about like survival, and it's a romance as well, but trekking through the snow out in the wilderness of the tundra, and it being like a minus 20 degrees Celsius. So I was really enjoying that. It was a little bit slow at some points. I felt kind of like, if you've ever played D&D, it kind of felt like when you're trekking through in D&D, like you're just getting through traveling, and it just kind of feels like, okay, let's get to the action scene. You know, you're like foraging for food and you're looking at your surroundings. That's kind of how it felt like for a good chunk of it, but the writing style is not my favorite. Again, the premise is really good. I really enjoyed, I'm really enjoying the plot. It's her writing style. And I kid you not, every other sentence is a simile or a metaphor or hyperbole. Every other sentence. It's getting to be too much, because at some point I'm just like, okay, I don't know if she is exaggerating in this line, or is it another metaphor? Is it another? It's just the whole, every single, every other line. Every other line, it's, you know, like this, and because the main character, the girl, she is a chef, everything is linked about food and pastry and baking, and it's cool at first. Like at first it was fun to see like those references. I liked that, how she was adding those metaphors, but just now And this is quite a long book, honestly. I've been reading this book for, here, let's see, under my activity. If you're able to see, I have done 25.5 hours of reading, and I have only charged it twice. Technically, the first time was when I received it, and then I've charged it once since then. And currently, I still have 36% battery. So, but I have done almost 10 hours of reading of this book, 9.9 hours of reading, and I still have, what is it, 76% of, yeah, I'm 76%. So I have about 2 hours left of whiteout of this book. And it's just, now I just like, I can't get over just her writing style. It's just, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I'd like to get through 2 sentences without having some sort of metaphor, simile, hyperbole, exaggeration. It's just, it's a little bit much, in my opinion. It's a little bit much. Also, at the beginning of the book, it was dual perspective, and now she's adding more perspectives of different characters now that we're getting towards the end. Like the villain is getting a perspective, and then another like random character that had just jumped in is getting a perspective. So it's a little weird that basically a good 76% of the book was just between the 2 main protagonists, and now we're just getting all these like other point of views. But I digress. Anyways, I'm still loving the KOBO. I'm gonna finish Whiteout, and I think after that, I've got 2 other books that I have my eye on that I am really intrigued with. I really want to increase my Nora Roberts collection. I've read a lot of her books, and one of my most viewed videos is talking about my Nora Roberts collection, and I want to read more of hers. So I think I'm gonna read one of her like really popular one is Obsession, and then the other book that I got was Submerged by Danny Petrie, which is another type of cold wilderness romance suspense. I think I'm gonna try Submerged next. It definitely seems like something that I'd be interested in. It's set in Alaska, with coals from her flame reappears in his life. Can they overcome the past to solve dark mystery behind an Alaskan town's rising unsolved murders? So, sounds really interesting and intriguing. I am going to do some reading, and then I will update you guys in a few days. Hey guys, welcome back to another update in this reading vlog. So I'm just gonna do kind of a quick, short update because it is like 10:30 and it's late. It's time for bed. I finished Whiteout by Adriana Anders, and it was okay. I ended up giving it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the storyline. Like the plot was so good. I was just getting really annoyed with her writing style towards the end, as I mentioned in my last clip. So that's kind of why I just, yeah, it was just the writing style wasn't for me. So I probably won't be continuing on with this series, but anyways, it's alright. It definitely gave me my fix of like that setting and the snow, and it's just so hot here. It's like in the hundreds now. Summer has definitely arrived, so it's nice to read about like winter and stuff. But currently I am reading Submerged by Danny Petrie. And it actually comes up really well in the viewfinder. I'm quite shocked. It's a little bit darker when I look at it, but it comes in the viewfinder, it shows up really well. And this is like it off right now, as in there is no backlight right now. This is what it looks like when the KOBO is currently off, and then if I turned it back on, there you go. Now you can see the light, and then turn it off and gonna go dark. There it goes. So yeah, that's quite good actually. I am 11% of the way through, and it's telling me I have 5 hours to go. So this is gonna be a quite short book. This is book 1 of the Alaskan Courage series. Yeah, the Alaskan Courage. And I think that was another reason why with Whiteout I gave it a little bit lower of a rating is because I just felt like it was just too drawn out. The storyline was just, it was too long. It was too long. I'm on chapter 5 and it's very similar. Dual perspective. It is set in Alaska, but I believe it's set maybe right now in the summer. There hasn't been any mention of snow yet, even though you do see a little bit of snow in the cover. Right now the setting I don't believe is winter yet, but we will see how it goes. We are following 2 dual perspective. We have our female and our male protagonists. Cole is the male protagonist and then Bailey is the female protagonist. I'm pretty gripped from the beginning. A lot of these romance suspense books, like usually chapter 1 is typically like the perspective from the victim. At least that's what I've kind of noticed in many of these books that I've read. So it kind of grips you right away because you want to know what's going on. So that is it for this update, and I will give you guys an update later in this week. Hey guys, welcome back to another update. So last time I updated you guys, I was currently reading Submerged by Danny Petrie, and I did not like it. It was so slow. The beginning was great. I really enjoyed it. I actually already edited most of this reading vlog, and like I absolutely enjoyed, like I was gripped from the beginning, but it's just like, it's so boring. It's so boring. I will say this, if you are new to romance and you kind of like fade to black, I guess you could say, you might really enjoy this. Also, I didn't really like the main characters towards the end, like Bailey and Cole. Was that his first name? I honestly don't even remember. I didn't really enjoy the main characters, so I just honestly just like kind of skimmed through and just to get to the end so that I can figure out what was going on. Maybe it's just book 1. There's a lot of books in the series and then a lot of people kind of rave about it, so then I ended up getting book 2, which is Shattered, and this is following Cole's sister Piper, and I actually really enjoyed her in the first book. So I was like, okay, let me get her perspective and then let me get the other character's perspective. Cole's best friend Landon. I really liked Landon and Piper's bickering and like relationship in the first one, and then this is kind of their story, so I was like, okay, well, let's give it a try. The second one was better than the first, but very much like, I don't know, it's just, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. But if you really want some like slow burn, fade to black, new to romance, dipping your toes, you might enjoy it. You might enjoy it. But if you are an avid romance reader like I am, and you want a little bit more spice and a little bit more angst, then these might be a little bit dull for you. So that's just kind of my take on it. I got bored, honestly, so I'm not going to finish those. So then I decided I want to go back and reread Nora Roberts, not reread, but read some of the Nora Roberts books that I haven't read. I've read so many of her books, and I really wanted to read more of her standalone books. So I ended up checking out The Obsession. I hadn't read it yet, and I'm enjoying it so far. I am already almost halfway through, and we haven't really gotten to like the main plot of the story yet, I guess. So basically we follow our main character Naomi when she was young, like 10 or 12. She learned that she discovered that her father was a serial killer, and she was the one who turned him in, and now we're kind of following her story. She's now a photographer, and we're following her story. She's like 29 now. When I read the synopsis, we were supposed to be getting similar murders like her father, I believe, in the new town that she's living in, but her father is currently in jail. We haven't really gotten to like the actual mystery part of, like, the true crime mystery part of the story. We're just kind of following Naomi, and then the other main character, oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind with all of these main characters. Zayden, oh my gosh, Zayden. I love Nora Roberts' writing. It just flows so beautifully and it just reads well. One of the things that I really enjoy with Nora Roberts is that she puts so much detail and passion into her main characters, like their profession and their job and their hobbies and their passions, that it just makes you want to do what they do. So she's a photographer, and just the way Nora Roberts is describing how Naomi works and how she's taking photos and how she stages and does all of this stuff, I'm like, oh man, I want to pick up my camera and take pictures now. And then the way Zayden talks about like fixing cars, I'm like, man, I want to go out and fix a car when I really don't. One of my favorite books, the Chesapeake Bay Saga, they build boats and they sail, and the main character, he's an artist, and just the way that she describes how he works and his passion, I'm like, man, I want to go out, I want to build boats, I want to sail, I want to paint, I want to draw. But like, I have absolutely no creative side to me. I cannot draw, like, I can't even draw a stick figure. I love that about her writing style, and I love how much detail she puts into her books. The other one of my favorite books is Black Hills by her, which actually I own, but I really wanted to read it on my KOBO. And so I just got it checked out and it's ready to go, which I'm really excited for. But let me show you. Yeah, Black Hills. I love this one so much. The main character, she is I don't think she's a vet, but I believe she's a zoologist, or she's studies like wild cats, and she has a preserve in North Dakota, I want to say. Basically it's cold, and now I want to go to the cold, I want to go to the snow, I want to go to the mountains where I hate the cold. Also, I have recharged my KOBO for the third time now, and I still have over 57% of my battery. And then if you go to my activity, I have over 37 hours of total reading. Also, new update on the stylus that I got. I know I made a comment. I think it was user error. I think it was me. I wasn't turning it on. So when I was trying to use it, I charged it. The last time I charged it was when my last reading vlog. So it's probably been a good several weeks, because I wanted to see if the full, like the charge that it said it did. It said it has 72 hours of charge, and I was curious, is that just like 72 hours total, so even if you don't use it, you lose it? Or was it, actual active of 72 hours? Now, if I turn it on, if I press the side button, it actually lights up, and I was able to write with it, so it does have charge. So that's kind of the update on the stylus. Also, another quick thing that I just kind of wanted to mention, in my prior reading vlog, I discussed how when you connect your overdrive to your KOBO, when you check out a book, it has to be in the KOBO catalog, otherwise you can't check it out. And I think I just figured it out on a fluke, on a whim, because when I was trying to set it up, I just kind of picked out random books between each of my libraries when I was trying to set them all up, just to see if it synced to my KOBO. And then I realized that one of the books wasn't syncing, and it was a graphic novel. And then that's when my husband and I did a little bit of research, and we realized, like, oh, okay, if the book is not in the KOBO catalog, then you can't like read it on your KOBO when you check it out via Libby or Overdrive. But there's a way around it if you use the Adobe Digital, what's it called? Adobe Digital Editions, sorry. I have it up on my computer. So I've been playing around with that right now. I am seeing kind of how that works. So I do want to make a separate video on that. So far it doesn't seem too complex. It is a little bit of a process, but I think I figured it out and I'm gonna definitely make a video on that. I am still very much enjoying my KOBO. I am actually going to see my best friend Hannah. I leave in just a few days, so I am checking out books. I'm gonna read Black Hills and I might probably finish The Obsession before I leave, but if not, I have it and I need to check out a couple of the other books so that I have them for the plane ride. And yeah, I'm really excited to use it. It's my first time traveling with an e-reader. I really hope you enjoyed this reading vlog and I will see you guys next time. Bye!